chemical reactions. We studied physical change, chemical change. Now we're going to study reactants, products, and sign of a chemical reaction. Now, chemical change. In a chemical change, we have a new product. Like this fruit, when it rottens, لما تعفن, is it the same thing? No, it's not. So we have a new product. While in the ice cream, when it melts, okay, if you put it back to the freezer, it's going to become again an ice cream. So we don't have a change in the chemical identity of it. Example, like the slug. Okay, in the slug, if we burn it, we're going to have ashes. هيصير عنا رماد. We started with a log, we turned out to become an ashes. While in the lemon, when we cut a lemon, okay, after that we have slices of lemon, but it's the same thing, it's lemon. So this is the difference between chemical and physical change. Now, when you start wondering if it's a chemical change or a physical change, okay, see, when we have a change, does accompany with this change these 5 signs, like change in color, like production of an odor بتطلع ريحة, like when you burn paper لما نحرق ورقة بتطلع ريحة, change of temperature, evolution of a gas بتطلع عندي formation of bubbles, I can see some bubbles, precipitate, we have formation of a solid. Now again, so we might be having change in temperature, odor. Over here, we formation of bubble. Over here, we're going to have a gas and a formation of bubble. We have precipitate and change in color. Now, chemical reaction, mainly, it is a description of a chemical change. When we are describing a chemical change, we're going to say we have a chemical reaction. In the chemical change, we have substance 1 and substance 2 giving us a different substance. So instead of saying substance 1, substance 2 giving us a different substance, we're going to say reactant, and reactant giving us a product. So in a chemical reaction, we have a reactant plus reactant giving us a product. So we said substance 1, substance 2 giving us a different substance. Now, along with that, we're going to have signs of a chemical change, like change in color, production of odor, ريحة, change of temperature. We're going to have formation of gas and precipitate. Now, let's take this example. The reaction between colorless lead nitrate solution and colorless potassium iodide, okay, solution produces potassium nitrate and a yellow precipitate of lead iodide. Again, we have 2 substances, substance 1 and substance 2. What is the first substance? It's lead nitrate. What's the second substance? It's potassium iodide. Together, so they are reactant and the reactant. So this is the first reactant, lead nitrate. This is the second reactant, potassium iodide. Give us the product. What is the product? They said produces. So the product comes after the word produces. What do they produce? Potassium nitrate and lead iodide. So we have potassium nitrate and lead iodide. So again, what are the reactants? They are lead nitrate solution and potassium iodide solution. What are the products? They are potassium nitrate and lead iodide. So what's the evidence that we have a chemical reaction? It says what? They form a yellow. So this is the first sign. We have a change in color. We have a change, yellow, okay? Precipitate. We have a precipitate. We have a formation of a precipitation, okay? So the evidence that we have a chemical reaction, there are 2 evidences. We have change in color and we have formation of a precipitation. Okay, let's see the experiment. Again, these are 2 colorless, and look at the yellow precipitate. Again, 2 colorless. This is the precipitate, the yellow precipitate. So when you are solving the homework, start thinking what are the reactants and what are the products. So what are the 2 different substances when they are formed together, when are put together to form a different substance? Then start thinking of the signs of a chemical change. Did they mention in the homework we have a color change? Did they mention there's an odor? Did they mention a change in temperature? Did they mention we have formation of bubbles? Did they mention we have a precipitate? So always put this equation in front of you when you are solving your homework, which is reactant plus reactant is giving me a product. Substance 1 and substance 2 is giving me another substance, a different substance, followed by one of these signs or more than one of these signs. Thank you.